Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com and match number 4 in the Tooth and Nail upgrade. Yes, we like to play first. Can't keep this hand. No lands. This would be perfect with one land. I'd actually keep it. We'll mulligan it. There we go. This is a beautiful hand. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hand. If we're going against an interactive deck, we should be able to Tooth and Nail before he can do much. So we'll first turn Arbor Elf. Or is you? Yeah. It's first turn. First turn. Against an unknown deck, I think it is Utopia Sprawl. Pass his turn to our opponent. Another Infect or Affinity deck. We could be able to erase it this time. It's going to be Affinity. And looks like he's got the great Affinity hand. Yeah, it's a pretty decent Affinity hand. Did not like to draw into Emrakul. Utopia Sprawl on the forest is fine. Arbor Elf. 3, 6, 7's all I can do. I might die before I can really interact. We needed one more playable card. Like Voyaging Satyr there, of course, would have been perfect. Not mulliganing would have been perfect. Master of Ethereum swings in for 1. There's a forest. We 3, 6, 7, 8 is all we can do. We need... Okay, so we have one more turn. Right? So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I can actually survive this, though. Of course, just let it all go through. And we need to top deck into a land. Down to an 8. And come on, land one time. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we'll go grab the forest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Entwine. Xenagos. And Eternal Witness is fine. Because we have the Emrakul in hand. Xenagos. And Emrakul. And that is game. Alrighty. So, onto the sideboard. Affinity is another one of those decks where you could bring in a lot of hate. I think the Blood Moon is worth it because it's going to get Inkmoth Nexus down. Affinity's tough. This is a very rough matchup. I think we'll bring in the Thragtusk. Possibly the Oozes. Harmonizes are a little bit slow. Primal Commands are weird in this matchup because he can animate 2 of his lands. And I could throw back like a Cranial Plating, but I think that like Acidic Slimes are better in this matchup. And Eternal Witnesses aren't as good. It's even like Garruk Primal Hunter that I think is a little bit even better than like Beast Withins. He has a damage-based deck. Therefore, is Blood Moon actually even worth it in this? I'll go down to a 1 of Blood Moon. If I draw it, I draw it. And Primal Commands are actually good. And Eternal Witnesses are good as well. Because they give us ways to clog the board. It's the combo that comes out down to, like, all or 1 of Tooth and Nails. Tooth and Nail can still go get us a bunch of cards. And I think even Oozes want to come in for the Beast Withins. Now, this leaves us very, very vulnerable to Inkmoth Nexus. But I still think it's the right play. I'm going to submit it. One of the harder matchups, you have like Creeping Corrosion in the sideboard that you can go. There's also, again, we talked about the flashback card, Ancient Grudge, that can go in the sideboard. Oh, I did not want to keep this hand. That was a mulligan hand. I just clicked on OK. We're going to lose this. There's really not much we can... This is so slow. We need to draw into something amazing here. That's better than nothing. So, Stomping Grounds. Pass turn. Love to see Utopia Sprawl. He's got an awkward hand. Cranial Plating. Still no creatures. There's our forest, so it's going to allow Garruk to come out and start putting out beasts. But we're still a turn behind for that to happen. And yeah, he's got a really awkward hand. Thoughtcast does allow him to get... Wow. Okay, never mind. He doesn't have an awkward hand. He Thoughtcasts back up to what he needs. So I'll go ahead and attack him with the Ooze. And then we'll have a Garruk next turn to put out a 3-3. Uh-oh. There's the one card I was worried about. Was Inkmoth Nexus. We'll make him to exile these. I don't think it matters at all. Still has 3 cards left in his hand. It's going to be a Master of Ethereum. And he's going to Cranial Plating on a Steel Overseer, which I don't think is the way to go with it. We'll Garruk. Put out a 3-3. Pass turn. Blinkmoth Nexus, Inkmoth Nexus. Am I just dead here? Yes, I am. He just needs to activate the Inkmoth Nexus and then move everything over, and I die. All right. We will go on to the sideboard. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon. If I'm not going to run Beast Withins, I think I need to run Blood Moons. Primal Hunter seems slow. One of Garruk's... Well, Nissa seems slow. We'll keep the Garruks in. And I'm gonna submit this. Yes, I like to play first. Another mulligan. Unfortunately, can't keep that. I hate to keep this, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to hate to keep this. We have the Thragtusk. We have a Voyaging Satyr next turn. And that's pretty bad for us. Wooded Foothills perfect. So now we can go big. And he has no Inkmoth Nexus or anything yet, so we can go Voyaging Satyr, untap a forest, Arbor Elf. Alright, not too bad. Now, if he is running a version where he can wipe my board through Whip Flare, that's bad. But so far, this isn't too terrible. I might actually make a... How much mana do I need? So I might actually make a block here on a Memnite. No, I need the mana next turn. I'll take it. Well, I would have had it. I would have been fine. But it's not worth it to try and play the odds. So we have the Thragtusk. Back to 21. He can't easily pound through with flying creatures, is the problem. But I do want Thragtusk to die here, so I can Eternal Witness it back. I get attack in with the Voyaging Satyr. I don't think it's worth it. Because Voyaging Satyr can now block a Memnite. And the Thragtusk can block an Arcbound Ravager. Oh, that Inkmoth Nexus. Every game. That Inkmoth. He's just going to get in there with the Flyers. And I'm okay with that. It's going to be infect damage that's going to kill me. Blood Moon will be great off the top here. A forest is the worst thing in the entire world. We'll get in here with Thragtusk. Jeez, I kind of want to get in here with everything. Gonna block the Memnite on the Thragtusk. And sacrifice it for the Arcbound Ravager to kill off the Voyaging Satyr, which is still okay with me. as this does give me an Eternal Witness for a Voyaging Satyr. It's better than nothing. As this allows me to get a Garruk and pump it. It gives me an out. It's not the greatest out ever. It's an out. But it looks like I'm dead here again to the Arcbound Ravager onto an Inkmoth Nexus. Especially with Thoughtcast. He's getting some very, very sweet draws. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Beast Within, Blood Moon. Blood Moon is... You know what? I can't even cast a Blood Moon. I realize. As I would if I held for a forest. So with my luck, I'm going to draw a Blood Moon next turn. And I'm pretty sure there's no way I stop this. Especially with Blinkmoth being able to make another Inkmoth. He's keeping back the 1 mana too, which is rough for me. Because that means I can't even Primal Command it. But, oh, if there ever was a draw... There ever was a draw. It was this one. So we'll kill off the Inkmoth Nexus. He's going to activate it to sack. I'm okay with that. Swinging with the Thragtusk. He'll probably put a Memnite on it. No, he does not. Okay. Good, good, good. That really set him back. Yes, that really set him back. Never mind. He gets the other Inkmoth Nexus. And swinging with the Flyers again. And now I need to draw another answer for the Inkmoth Nexus. Or I am toast. He's going to go ahead and take it. Smartly. And unfortunately, Garruk needs to pump up once. In math, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I am dead. So unless he does this wrong, I lose. Off of the Infect. Especially another Blinkmoth Nexus. So you just go sack, 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 put it all on Inkmoth Nexus, and I die. Eight, in fact... That is game. He would have been dead next turn, by the way, to the Garruk. So Utopia Sprawl wouldn't have done it. Blood Moon, I played kind of weird. Primal Command also would not have really done much. It was the Inkmoth that we had to worry about in the matchup, and he drew the double Inkmoth was the story of that game. So, anywho, pretty bad showing with Tooth and Nail upgrade. Got some. We'll go with the wrap-up video. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.